it was like, all right, LA, meet me at this apartment complex, you know, or meet my folks them at this apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? He set it up where Young LA came to an apartment, and when Young LA walked in the apartment, bro, uh Young LA probably said one or two words like, yo, what's up everybody, or something like that. And they jumped on him. Straight up. They jumped on him. All you hear him saying is, bro, what I do, bro? You know everybody, you know my whole family.
The whole team.
Yeah.
100.
100.
Double salute. Wildlife 100.
Wildlife 100.
I've been in the trap every day, I don't get much sleep.
Wildlife 100.
Something so real, so real, you can feel it in your knees. I need something like you, do you need someone like me?
What's moving, everybody? Hey, man, you already know what's going on, man. Today, I got another crazy story for y'all, man. Hey, but like always, man, before we jump straight into the story, I just want to thank everybody who's been being patient with me, who's been liking, sharing, listening to the music and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like always, man, it's been love. You know what I'm saying? It's been fun kicking it with y'all. But listen, we gonna hop straight into the video. Y'all see the caption of this video, bro. This is about the time Young LA basically got jumped and showed up at my video shoot. Now, all right, I'm gonna get into it. So listen. So a lot of y'all might or might not know who Shawty is. So basically, Young LA is an Atlanta artist. He's from Thomasville, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's a hood down here, you know, in the city. You feel what I'm saying? So and Shawty really from out there. You know what I mean? Like Shawty really from the city. I can vouch for that. This is actually my cousin on my aunt Pat's side. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It's crazy story. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, Young LA is an artist that earlier in his career got signed by T.I. From his hit record Ain't I. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the biggest songs of that year, for real. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for them 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Cause folk kept remixing it and things like that. You know how that go. So Young LA, man, he was all right. So growing up, I met Cuz a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know we stayed in the hood together. You know what I'm saying? Like I stayed on the east side. He stayed, you know, around there. So it was like, you know, when I came over. You know, when he came over. Whatever the case like that. You know what I'm saying? I never forget. He gave me my first. It was my birthday one time. I pulled up to his spot. And we had a block party in Thomasville. And I never forget, I had got a Game Boy Color. A lot of y'all might know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? But I had got a Game Boy Color. I was real young. But I ain't had no games. My mama didn't give me no games with it, you know? So I just had the Game Boy and some batteries. You feel me? I remember Young LA, Leland, that's his name. I remember Young LA, he seen that and he gave me a game. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a game that fit my Game Boy Color, and it wasn't the best game. It was Furby or something like that. But I ended up playing it for for months. You know what I'm saying? At least until I got a new game. But that's just a little backstory on me and Shawty relationship. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward, right? He becomes a big rapper. You know, cause this when we were real young. You know what I'm saying? I probably was 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I was young. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember. But fast forward, he become a real big rapper. You know, just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But mind you, this man used to rap all the time. Like, folk used to pay him in the hood just to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, folk just wanted to hear him rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the things that he just did around the house all the time. You know, he would just walk around the house and just freestyle. Like, he really be freestyling. You know, that one thing I could say. So, fast forward, he ended up getting his deal. I don't know how he got the deal. You know, I don't know how all that came about. You know, because I wasn't necessarily always in Shawty life and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It was really my aunt that was the median between us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, it's all love. You feel me? But so he ends up catching his deal, right? And Ain't I become one of the biggest records out. You feel me? Everybody getting on it. You know what I'm saying? But mind y'all, if y'all remember around that time, or some of y'all might not remember, so I'm gonna put you on game. Around that time, T.I. had just signed Young LA. He got on the remix of his song Ain't I, and he was expected to go to jail a couple months after that. You feel me? So mind you, Young LA just blew up. You know, he more fame than he ever imagined. You know what I'm saying? T.I. signs this man, and T.I. ends up. Well, T.I. was fighting the case. T.I. was fighting the case where he had all these guns and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all remember that. You know, go look it up. But he signs Young LA, and a couple months after he signs Young LA, he gets locked up for about a year. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, that's not a good look for an artist that just got signed by you. You know what I'm saying? He probably needed your guidance. He needed some of everything you had to offer. You know what I'm saying? That's just like dropping somebody off in the big league and just leaving. You know? Well, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was good enough to withstand a career. It was just the business. You know? The business always folk be having the talent, but the business always becomes a factor if you don't know business or if you don't do business well. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of his cases, being that his CEO just got locked up. So when T.I. got locked up, it seemed like LA started kind of spiraling out of control. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because he was getting more money than he ever had before. You know, I'm pretty sure that had something to do with it, but for the most part, he just started spiraling. You know what I mean? What it seemed to me was he was taking more drugs and just doing stuff that was just weird. You feel me? Now, fast forward, right? Cause I ain't gonna cap. It didn't even take too long. It probably took about 2 years, maybe a year and a half or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it might have happened either before T.I. came home or right after he got home, type stuff, right? So a lot if you're from Atlanta, then you probably know who Alley Boy is and Duct Tape and that whole. I know you know who Trouble is. You know what I'm saying? Trouble, Alley Boy, Young Scooter, all of them is like the Edgewood hood. You feel me? Like that's their community. You know? So Young LA started getting cool with Alley Boy. Now, Alley Boy at that time was big in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, the music was starting to change. If you ask me for real, Alley Boy probably started what drill is today. You know, it wasn't Alley Boy music wasn't as fast paced or anything like that, but it was gritty. Like he you know, he was talking about what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that these drill rappers be talking about now, that's what he was talking about in great detail in his music. Y'all go check that out. Definition of FS. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the albums that I like from Alley Boy. So basically Young LA started hanging with Alley Boy. Now Alley Boy is, like I say, he's a gangster rapper. Young LA, he's more so of a swag rapper. That's where all this swag, the black boy, white boy swag come from. Folks wearing true, or black people wearing True Religions and polo shirts in the city and all that. Young LA paved that way. You know, Dro had a hand in it, you know, but Young LA took it all the way there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was swag, everything. So now you got Young LA, this guy that promotes swag, and Alley Boy, this guy that promotes, you know, gangster business. Now they hanging with each other. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not too sure about how Alley Boy felt about Young LA at the beginning, but just me knowing Shawty, you know what I'm saying, and me being around him the few times I have been around him, you kind of gotta have patience for him. You know what I'm saying? He one of them guys that all he know how to do is rap, bro. He can rap, bro. Now, I ain't gonna say all he know how to do, but just for lack of a better term, you know what I'm saying? Rapping is his strong point. He don't want to do nothing else. You feel me? Just get that man a mic, let him rap. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they different. Him and Alley Boy different in those lanes in that regard. You know what I mean? Because Alley Boy was still very so street, and that's just what it was. You know? So, Young LA, I guess he was getting more comfortable with just hanging around these street guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Edgewood community, you know what I mean? Just the hood, period, you know? And mind you, LA from the hood, but you know, this is a different section. You know what I'm saying? This is a different section. And he with the folks that's really on that, in that section, you know? So Young LA, man, he decides, they been kicking it for however long, they done did music together or whatever like that. This man decides to get Alley Boy's logo tatted on his face. Straight up. his logo tatted on his face. Now, if y'all don't know the duct tape logo, it's basically a duck with a microphone in his hand. You know what I'm saying? And Alley Boy them, they was serious about that. You know, they was always serious about the duct tape logo, just the DT period. You know, a lot of them duct tape members, they would have DT on their face. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them would have DT on their face. It was like one of them things where it's like, you ain't no member if you ain't got DT on your face. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious they took it. So Young LA, he don't even put DT on his face. This man put the whole entire duck on one side of his face, bro, with the microphone. You feel me? The whole entire duck. Now, I'm guessing he ain't never talked to Alley Boy about if that was okay. You know what I'm saying? Cause shortly after Alley Boy confronted Young LA, I think it was a phone call or something like this. All this junk was viral back then. You know what I'm saying? I had a front seat for real. But he called Young LA and basically was like, listen, bro, I don't know what you got going on, but you need to take that duck off your face, bro. We ain't never said you duct tape. We ain't signed you or nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? So Young LA, you know, he on his swag stuff. He just like, you know, man, it's all good. You feel me? Like I don't know, he playing it to the left, like as if he felt like Alley Boy wasn't as serious as he was putting on to be. You know what I'm saying? So I think Alley Boy might have gave him a time limit or something like that. It didn't happen. Young LA, he didn't take the tattoo off his face. You feel me? And I'm talking about the whole one side of his face almost. You know? So he didn't take the logo off his face in a timely fashion. So Alley Boy set it up where it was like, all right, LA, meet me at this apartment complex, you know, or meet my folks them at this apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? He set it up where Young LA came to an apartment, and when Young LA walked in the apartment, bro, Young LA probably said one or two words like, yo, what's up everybody, or something like that, and they jumped on him. Straight up. They jumped on him. All you hear him saying is, bro, what I do, bro? You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because LA ain't no, you know, I don't know him to necessarily be no fighter. You know what I mean? Like, that's not necessarily his MO. Like I told y'all, he's a swag rapper, you know? That's his thing, you know? So man, Alley Boy jumps on him. You feel me? Well, his folks them jump on him. You know what I'm saying? And they get on his head, fool, and maybe about, I don't know, maybe about a week later. Well, scratch that. Before I even get to that, Alley Boy them jump him, and T.I. them don't come to the rescue. You feel me? Not to say that they should come to the rescue, but it was like when that jump went viral and everybody found out what happened, T.I. them Grand Hustle kind of took their hands off Shawty. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see Young LA and Grand Hustle together no more. You know what I mean? It flipped. You feel what I mean? And like I said, I don't know if T.I. was just getting out or this was right before he got out. But as soon as he got wind of it, it was like, you know, they wasn't really rocking with LA no more. And I can understand to an extent, because it's like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? On top of the fact that you signed to us. You Grand Hustle. Why would you tattoo another person's label on your face? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I get T.I. to an extent. But so maybe about a week later, you know, LA, I guess he was trying to fix it. You know, I guess he was trying to, you know, make everything right. So he ends up, I don't know if he removed the tattoo or if he just got something tattooed over it. Still to this day, I believe, he has a big LA on the side of his face where he covered up the duct tape, where he covered up the duck logo from, you know, the duct tape. The mob. You feel what I'm saying? So he got a big old LA on his face now, bro. That to cover up the duct tape. And yeah, that was it. You know, after that, it was like I don't know. After that, it was like did nobody really rock with LA no more in the city. You know what I'm saying? It was like after that situation, he kind of lost everything. You know what I mean? I slowly but surely. You feel me? Because folk was still listening to his music and all that like that, but it's like now you got this on your jacket. You feel me? Now folk don't really know how to treat you. On top of the fact that, you know, celebrities are celebrities because people want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? They see how they move, they see what they doing, they see who they hang with, and they want to do that. You feel what I mean? Now you got this stain on your jacket where it's like, all right, you done went too far with these folk. You done got jumped. You ain't do no retaliating. You done got the tattoo covered up. Then nobody necessarily really want to do that. Be like that. You get what I'm saying? So slowly but surely, like, his buzz just started to dwindle. You know what I mean? And long behold, I go to jail. I get out, right? And mind you, I ain't seen Young LA since I was a kid. You feel what I'm saying? Since it had been a minute. You feel me? I probably seen him one more time after my birthday party when I was young. But now I'm grown. You feel me? I'm probably like 20 years old or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I get out of jail. Now if y'all watch my content, then y'all know what's up, why I went to jail and all that like that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to know why I went to jail and y'all want a detailed story about that, then say jail in the comments, right? So I end up getting out of jail. Now when I got out of jail, like I told everybody, I'm finna do this music full throttle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm finna do. I'm finna believe in this. I'm finna do it. That's it. You feel me? So in doing that, I gained a lot of success. You feel me? Like I told y'all, I started popping out 100 deep. I went on tour with Money Man. I did a lot of stuff. But right before I just really popped, right, I ended up doing a video in East Lake. In East Lake. Now, if y'all know about East Lake, if y'all know about Atlanta, y'all know about East Lake. Now, East Lake is close to Kirkwood and Edgewood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the surrounding area. You feel me? So Edgewood is, Alley Boy them hood. You know what I'm saying? And they dabble in Kirkwood and all that too. You feel me? Because it's so closely related. So I end up shooting a video and I shut down the whole East Lake Park. You know what I'm saying? We got barbecuing out there. My brother's cutting hair. We got girls, we got guys, we got everybody. Like, we made the whole park our event. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I'm chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to do my next scene. And I just hear my auntie Pat and all that was there too. I just hear, hey, there go LA, there go Leland. They probably said Leland. So I looked around. Man, Young LA was hopping out the car. You feel me? Young LA was hopping out the car and decided to become a part of the video. You know what I'm saying? Mind y'all, I ain't seen Shawty in probably 5 to 10 years at that point. You get what I'm saying? So it was a surprise for me. And it was dope for everybody. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you slick went out bad, but we still got love for you. You know what I'm saying? You still one of them folks in the city. You get what I'm saying? So he popped out the car and he hopped in my scene. You feel me? And in my scene, y'all could see it looked as if like he was popping it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Cause mind y'all, I'm gonna put y'all on game, right? Young LA just got jumped and pretty much, I ain't gonna necessarily say banned from that side of town, but why would you go on that side of town if you know them folks ain't rocking with you? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my music video, the fact that I was doing my music video, we 100 deep out there. I feel like he took that opportunity to let the rest of the world know, if not Alley Boy them, know like listen, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared. You feel me? I'm right down the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm still Atlanta. You know what I mean? And I can't knock him for that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be using me for, you know what I mean? Cause but it is what it is. But yeah, so as y'all can see, like in the video, it looked like, he was about like popping it like yeah, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So, I let him have that. Cause at the end of the day, I consider Shawty family. Regardless if we talk frequently or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? As long as you my auntie Pat nephew, you my cousin. You get what I'm saying? So that was that. You feel what I mean? And wow, that was years ago. You feel me? But it's dope now seeing Young LA pop again. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he goes as far as he was supposed to go the last time. You know what I mean? Because that swag and all that stuff, man, that's what the city need. That's what the world need. You feel me? Forget all that drill stuff and all that like that. I mean, to each his own. Don't get me wrong, but you know, y'all ain't tired of being angry. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. I've been even my daughter know who Young LA is now. You feel me? He done went so viral on TikTok and all that like that. So, you know, all love to Young LA and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just my opinion. That's how I feel. I feel like, you know, he came back, stepped out back on the east side because he seen we was out there, you know what I mean? And he made a point to say, yeah, I'm here and I'm back. You know what I'm saying? But that was years ago, you know what I mean? Now it feel good to see Shawty, you know, doing this thing, popping how he's supposed to and stuff like that. And hey man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Alley Boy, shout out to Duct Tape, shout out to Young LA. And y'all go listen to that because they actually done squashed their little beef. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it done pop back up or whatever like that, cause I just don't think they mesh. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I seen a video where Young LA was getting kicked out of his own show or something like that, and you know, Alley Boy them, I know they don't rock with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So but y'all go listen to their new song that they got out. You know what I'm saying? It was dope for them to collaborate for the city, and yeah, shout out to them boys, man. But look, that's the time Young LA ended up getting jumped and ended up at my video shoot. You know what I'm saying? Shouter could have made me a casualty or anything if they really wanted that man that bad. You feel me? But I ain't never been the one to hide, run, or shy away from anything. You know what I'm saying? I handle my business. You know what I'm saying? You can ask anybody in the city. You feel me? You can ask anybody in your city. Straight up. But yeah though, man, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. And how was y'all liking this comeback, man? You know what I'm saying? Is do y'all expect Young LA to really just go far this time, or what's the move? Y'all let me know in the comments. But until next time, man, 100.